Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and during this hour, we will be talking about grubs for lunch, and we will basically be talking about food in different countries and how some foods are difficult for different people. So, hello, Lilia. How are you today?
Hello, Holly.
Nice,
Very
nice
good,
to see
thank you.
you.
And you?
You're very good. And where are you from, Lilia?
I'm from Mexico.
Mexico. Awesome. And are you currently living there in Mexico?
Sorry?
You are currently living in Mexico now?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right. And Ramon, how are you?
Hi, Manuel.
Very good. And remind me, you are from Brazil.
Yeah, yes,
I
I'm
got
from
it.
Brazil.
Yes. Oh, awesome. Okay. And Ozma, how are you today?
Hello, teacher. Yeah, I'm good,
Hi,
thank
nice
you.
to see you.
Nice to see
It's
you,
it's
teacher.
is it about 4 a.m. in Qatar?
Yes, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. All
yeah,
right.
I feel waking up.
Yeah. And hello, Diana. How are you today?
Hello, Holly. I'm fine. And
Nice to, nice to see you. And hello again, Alejandro. Nice to see you again.
Hello, nice to see you too.
So, has everybody had dinner or breakfast or I guess it's dinner or breakfast. So, everybody eaten today?
Yeah,
You might be hungry at the end of this meal, but then again you might not. You might not want to eat for a week. It depends on you. So, um, and so we have somebody. Hello, is that what is your name? Lice. Is it Lice or Lace?
Lies.
Lice. Okay. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Excellent. And where are you from?
Brazil.
Brazil. Awesome. Okay. So far we have Ramon and Lice from Brazil, and Lilia from Mexico, and Diana from Colombia, Asma from Tunisia, but currently living in Qatar, and then we have Alejandro from. Um, why do I always have this? It's Argentina, but I always want to say something like Venezuela or something else. I don't know why. So Alejandro from Argentina. Okay, so welcome everyone. My name, for those of you who are new to me, or my name is Holly, and I am from Idaho in the United States, where I was born and raised. I did have lived, however, in other countries. I lived for just under 2 years in South Korea, and I also lived for 11 years in Finland, and I am actually currently investigating moving abroad again, maybe in the next 5 or 6 years, possibly to a Spanish-speaking country. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of right now, but I haven't decided. So, all right. So grubs
Colombia.
for lunch. What?
Colombia.
Colombia. That's kind of on the top of my list, but the people I'm possibly going to be traveling with are wanting to go somewhere else. So
Okay.
yeah, but Colombia is definitely the top of my list. So, all right. Can you think of any food in your country that foreign tourists might not like? Um, so let's Alejandro. We gotta pull up Google Images as well, so that we can see what the food is. So for Argentina, can you think of any food that foreign tourists might not like?
Yes, I think I don't know exactly the word. Blood sauce, I think.
Blood sausages. So you guys have blood
Yeah.
sausages in? Okay, so that's actually something that is is very common in Finland as well. So is it sort of like this?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so blood sausages. This is a food actually that we used to that it was very, very common in the town I lived in Finland. And as a foreigner who lived there, I did not care for it. So you are absolutely right. So I didn't know. I knew that they ate blood sausages in Scotland, but I didn't know that there was in Argentina as well. So
Here is very common.
is it a delicacy, a special food, or is it does everybody eat it a lot?
No, you can eat with asado.
Uh-huh. Okay. Awesome. All right. So Asma, can you think of any food in your country that foreign tourists might not like?
It's very difficult. Maybe trip, trip or what we said, or tribe or what?
What is it?
Trip. We said trip. It's
Trape?
tribe.
So what is this?
Yeah.
How do I spell it?
T-R. Uh, okay, I wrote. I sent you on the chat box.
On the chat. Okay. Let me look at it. Okay, see, Tripe. Tripe. And is this for Qatar or for Tunisia?
No, about Tunisia. I'm talking about Tunisia.
Okay, so let's look at it on Google Images. Right. So what exactly is it?
Means you can. It's uh, for lamp or for it's inside, you know.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Is it like a tongue or something like that?
I don't know. You can find you know the sausage.
Uh-huh.
Uh, the sausage means you can count sausage and the tripe and
Hmm. Basically it's the inside. Okay,
yeah,
I need
it's
to
inside. Yeah.
the innards of an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure as a foreigner I would like it. You are right. So Diana, how about in Colombia?
We have in Colombia blood sausages too, and definitely people foreign tourism like that. I have a German friend, and she hates that. She here in Colombia is called morcilla.
Precision. Okay. How do I spell that?
Um, and we have a kind of soup with milk and eggs, entire eggs, and that is called changua. It's
Wow.
uncommon that foreign tourists, foreign people like that.
They like it or don't like it?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's check out the morcilla first. Morcilla. Oh, so it's a type. Okay, so this is a type of blood sausage.
Yes. That have rice and
Uh-huh.
beans and spices.
Ah.
But it's
Okay.
delicious. But some
Yeah.
people of the other countries don't like that. I don't know why.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, and then Shangwa. Shangwa. And what is Shangwa?
It's a soup, maybe a soup,
A
and you
soup.
with milk, a soup, yes, with
Yeah.
milk and eggs. And you agree onion, coriander,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, garlic.
Uh-huh. So spices. Okay. That actually, to me, that looks good. That's something that I would probably.
Yes, but some people don't like that. I don't know why.
Uh, yeah.
Very delicious, very, very
Is
delicious.
it really delicious? And look, to me, it looks good, but the blood sausage does not.
Very
So, but I've had
complete,
it before.
but it's the breakfast.
Uh-huh.
Arepas.
Uh-huh. All right. Excellent. And Lice, how about in Mexico? No, no, I'm sorry. Lice, you are Brazil, right?
Yes.
Now, Lice and Ramon. Okay. So, what about Brazil? What is the type of food that people just do not like?
Mm,
Mm,
I also had thought about blood sausages.
Uh-huh.
We call it chouriço here in Brazil.
Okay. And how do I spell that?
It's CHORI
T
like
H O
this.
R I T H O R I. Okay. Oh, C
There's
H.
a
Okay.
Yes, there's a letter that I think you don't have in English.
No. CHORI. CHO HOURI. Okay. So yeah, so a type of blood sausage. Now this one
Yeah.
looks a little bit better. I might be more interested in this one.
Yeah, but it's also made of blood, so
uh,
I myself don't like it. Actually, I
uh,
have never tasted it, but
oh.
I don't feel like doing it.
Mhm.
It sounds disgusting to me.
Okay. Yeah. A couple of these look kind of good. Like this one looks good, but I'm not sure if all of them do. This one doesn't look good. This one,
Yeah,
so,
these ones you say that looks good. I don't think they are made of blood. They are only made of meat, I
yeah.
think.
Okay. That's probably why I like it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Ramon, how about you? Can you think of something that people, a foreign tourist might not like in
mhm.
in Brazil?
Yes. The food I think foreign and even some Brazilians wouldn't like is a food made of a goat's stomach, but we don't have the translation to English. But you can spell like that, and I'll put it
Goat
on the chat
stomach
box for you.
from Brazil. So, goat stomach from Brazil. Okay, that does not, it does not work.
Yeah,
What is it? Okay.
yeah. In Portuguese, is buchada de bode. It's a very strong food, and I have never tried, and I don't
Uh-huh.
think I will someday.
Oh yeah, when I was in graduate school, I had a student from Taiwan stay with me, and she either made a cow tongue or a cow stomach, and she made it for some friends of hers, and I uh, basically was chased out of the house because it smelled so bad. I just couldn't eat it at all. So
Yeah.
Brazil, okay. And Lilia, how
Yes.
about Mexico?
Um, I think maybe grasshopper and maggot toast.
Grasshopper and maggot toast.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Grasshopper toast, grasshopper and maggot. toast from
There are
Mexico.
two. Yes, there are two. One is
Oh, so grasshopper toast and then
yes,
maggot toast.
yes, there is.
Okay. Do this.
Yes.
Oh, oh grasshopper. Okay. When I think of Mexican food, this is definitely not what I think of.
What is that?
Um, is a grasshopper. You put it in a tortilla. It's like a taco, and maggot toast or gusano de maguey, maybe.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Yeah, and so
And
I gotta see what maggot toast looks like. Oh,
yes,
but people eat this? Is it a delicacy? Oh, that doesn't work. So,
is or maybe you can find in Google like gusano de maguey.
how do I
Let me
spell it?
G GUSANO.
Okay,
Yes,
this
the
one's
second. Yes, that one.
Is the same that you use to put in the tortilla?
Oh.
Yes,
This
that
reminds
is.
me of Star Trek. The Klingons eat this. Oh wow! And
Yes,
is it a delicacy in Mexico? Do people eat this a lot, or is it? Um,
it's it's a traditional food from a state from Mexico. Is I don't know if you heard about Oaxaca.
no, I haven't.
Okay, that state have a lot of food, traditional food from Mexico, like
Hmm.
mole and that kind of food,
Hmm.
grasshopper and maggot toast.
Wow.
And it looks really bad, but the taste it's not. It's good.
It is. So it tastes good. Does it
Yes,
taste like chicken or beef?
it's like chicken.
Okay. Maybe if people didn't tell me what it was and I was in a dark room, I'd probably like it. So I can't know what it is. Okay. And then in the U.S., we have, of course, a lot of different types of foods. The stereotypical food of hot dogs and hamburgers is not really eaten all the time, unless people go to fast food. So I'm thinking of a food that it seems like whenever I brought it over to Finland, a lot of my Finnish friends didn't like it, and this was a candy bar actually. Um, that you can only find in Idaho. It's called an Idaho Spud Bar, and this is what it kind of looks like. And this is it's what it has on the outside. It's coconut and then chocolate, and the inside is a marshmallow chocolate. And a lot of my friends in Finland said it was just way too sweet. But you'll only find Idaho Spuds in Idaho. So it's a locally owned, locally bought chocolate bar. But my family would periodically send it to me in the States because it's an Idaho thing. So, but a lot of foreigners just don't. They just say it's too sweet because I think a lot of people think American food is too sweet. So I'll put that on the list. Okay, and then we have somebody. Somebody just showed up. Hi, Ava. How are you?
Doing good, thank you.
Good. And what country are you from?
I'm from Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. Okay, so what food from Costa Rica do you think foreigners might not like?
There is a soup that is made with the stomach of the pig that we call mondongo soup. Mon
Mondongo soup.
mondongo.
Okay, how do I okay. Uh, okay, mondongo soup. How do I spell that?
Ah,
Mondogo.
let me put it on the chat.
Okay. Now,
Mondongo.
people, you can practice speaking when you when you.
Yes, yes, thank you. Mondogo.
Okay. Very good. Mondongo soup. Okay. And what is this made up of?
It's made with the stomach of the pig.
Pig stomach. Okay.
Mm,
Oh, yeah. Now, does it smell really bad?
yes.
Okay. Uh, um, see, I would say pork stomach soup. Costa Rica. Okay. Hmm. And do you like it though, Eva?
No, I don't like it.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to read an article about eating maggots and grasshoppers. so so we've got some missing words from the article. I'll write them in capital letters on the chat. So so we don't have to keep scrolling down. So we have iron, surprise, minced, and western. Okay, and I'll put this on the other chat as well. Bear with me a moment. Oh, okay. I was on the chat I was trying to get to. So, iron, surprise. Does everybody know what these words mean?
What is
Yeah.
mines?
Minced? Okay.
Yes.
Minced is when it's basically when you talk about meat, and it's when it's cut up. So, for example, here, let me show you minced. If something is cut up, like this is minced onions, so
Okay.
diced, cut up. Oops, I went to. We've got minced beef and just all kinds of little tiny pieces there. This must be garlic. So that's what minced is.
Oh yeah, yeah. I understand. Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, so let's go ahead and read this. Let's start with Ramon. Could you read the first paragraph?
Yes. Um, I was obviously apprehensive at first, explains Jim. However, to my surprise, they were actually quite tasty. I'm not sure I'd want them every day though.
Okay, thank you. And Lilia, could you read the next paragraph?
Yes. Jim is one of an increased number of people who has eaten insects. There is no logical reason for people not to eat insects. Said nutritionist Sandy Ryman. The problem is a cultural taboo in many Western countries.
Yeah, and bear with me a moment. Yeah, in many Western countries, exactly. Okay, thank you. And as far as feedback, Lilia, one
Yes.
thing, remember when we have the ing in words, that is actually stressed. So you would say Jim is one of an increasing number of people, okay? So that is
Okay.
a stressed part of the word. All right, Elias, could you read the next paragraph?
Yes. It is estimated that a quarter of the world's population already consumes insects as part of a regular diet. Nutritionally speaking, insects are an excellent source of protein, calcium, and iron. They are also, of course, very low in fat.
Okay. All right. After we finish this article, I want to go over how to pronounce that word, iron. So, okay, and Eva, can you read the next paragraph?
Mm-hmm. Perhaps the biggest appeal of insects, both environmentally and economically, is that they are very efficient to produce. Popular protein sources such as beef, chicken, and pork are very expensive to farm, with grain prices rising dramatically in the last few years.
Okay, so this word right here, protein. So
Pro-
protein.
Protein.
Yes. All right, thank you. All right, and then, so Diana, could you read, I'm going to have you read just half of this paragraph to table. So start at despite and go to table.
Okay. Despite this advantage, insects are of dominant in most Western countries. However, scientists predict that with the rising global population, it is only a matter of time before insect-based food becomes commonplace on the Western dinner table.
Thank you. And remember, when you have the ES sound, we actually pronounce it. So advantages, despite
Advantage.
these advantages. So the stress, you actually stress the ending as well, advantages.
Advantages.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. And Asma, can you read the last two sentences, or three sentences?
It makes complete sense, argues Sandy Raymond. Caterpillars have more protein than minced beef, and you can farm them without damaging the environment. They are the ultimate eco-food.
Okay, and we would say instead of caterpillars, caterpillars, caterpillars. So this R is actually silent. You can say caterpillars, but most people say caterpillars. Caterpillars. Okay. All right. And Alejandro, can you read the last paragraph?
If the predictions are accurate, it seems that in a few years from now, we will have a whole new range of food to choose from in the supermarket.
Okay. All right. So, so they are predicting that we will be eating bugs in the future. Mexicans do it already. Japanese do it already. So, all right. I want to quickly go over some feedback on this word right here, which is this word is a very commonly mispronounced by most everybody. So this word is not iron or iron. It's I earn. So it's more like this. I earn. If you say that, if you say, for example, I earn money, ironing, ironing clothes, you're actually pronouncing the same. It's the same sound, except of course the ing changes it a little bit. I earn money when I, or you can. Well, let's change the sentence. I earn money when I iron clothes. I earn money when I iron clothes. So it's the same exact same sound. So try to remember that. You will hear it pronounced wrong by a lot of non-native speakers because it's a very common one to mispronounce. Because of course, who thinks that that IRON would actually be iron? So, okay. Are there any other words or phrases in this paragraph that you guys do not know? Are you guys fine?
Teacher, please, the
Yes.
pronunciation of insects, we said, or insects.
Okay, let me think about that. Okay. I'm going to read the sentence, and that might help. It is estimated that a quarter of the world's population already consumes insects as a part of the regular diet. So it's insects.
So the T muted, yeah?
The stress is in the second part. Insects.
Means the T muted.
Excuse me?
The T we have to not pronounce the T, yeah?
Insects. Yeah. We do pronounce it very silently. Insects. Yeah, I guess it actually sounds more like this.
Yeah.
Is more how we actually pronounce it. I had never thought about that word. So, good question.
Because I know one word, it's sex, sex. It writes like this, but I can't say the T, so that's why I'm wondering if it's the same or not.
Yeah, and with this word, like sect, we do pronounce the like, for example, he is living in a sect. He is part of a sect. That is pronounced insect. I mean, but insect. Well, insects. You know what? This is how it is. When there's the S right there, we do not pronounce the T. Insects.
Yeah.
But when there is not the S, we do pronounce the T.
Yeah.
So insect. So he is part of a sect, is how we would pronounce it. So we would say the C on that. Good catch. Right. Any other questions about pronunciations or clarifications of words? Okay, so we're fine. So let's go on. So let's choose the best explanation for the underlined words or phrases, and then we will practice using this. So number one, let's start with Eva. Can you do that one? So you choose. You basically try to finish the sentence by choosing something here.
Okay. If you are apprehensive, let me see. You are not looking forward to something?
Yeah.
Okay, something disgusts you. You are brave at the beginning. I maybe I'm not understanding. So apprehensive is all those three?
Nope. You have to choose one.
Okay.
Choose one.
Okay, so yeah.
No worries.
It wasn't correct. So well, now I know that you are not looking forward to something.
Yeah. So if you are apprehensive, you are not looking forward to something. You are kind of not happy about whatever it is, or you're kind of scared. I think you're scared of something. So, all right, Alejandro, could you do number 2?
Yes, a nutritionist is someone who knows a lot about healthy food.
Perfect. All right, and Ramon, can you do number 3?
Yeah, cultural taboo is something that um, not acceptable in some countries.
Yeah, so it's not acceptable in some countries. Okay, and number 4, we'll go lice.
If something is only a matter of time, it will eventually happen.
Yes, it will eventually happen. Perfect. Okay, and number 5 would go to Diana.
If you eat something as part of your regular diet, you Mm, you eat it regularly
Yes, you eat it regularly.
or regularly?
You eat it regularly. So, yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and practice some of these. I'm kind of interested in this word, cultural taboo. A cultural taboo is something that is not acceptable in some countries. So let's start out with Asma. Can you tell us about a cultural taboo in either your native country or in your adopted country that might be different in our countries?
Uh, okay. Miss, what things are
Yeah.
unacceptable in our
Yeah.
country, in my
Mhm.
country?
Exactly.
Uh, mm, what is that? Uh, the gay guys, it's not acceptable. No
Okay.
marriage, nothing.
Okay. So it's people who live in alternative lifestyles.
Yeah.
So okay, so that would be a cultural taboo in your country. Okay. And let's see, Lilia, how about in Mexico? You think of a cultural taboo.
Um, maybe, well, in some states, some families sell their, how do you say, daughter.
Uh-huh. In some countries.
Um, um, well, here in Mexico, in some states,
Mm-hmm.
um, they sell their daughters.
Really?
Yes,
And is that a
it's
culture?
because the it's
Go
because
ahead.
sorry,
Go ahead.
it's happened in some of states here in Mexico because the family is really poor and they didn't have money to it, and they prefer sell the daughter uh, to have money or to get money to live.
Mm-hmm. Now, in the rest of Mexico, is that considered a cultural taboo?
Um,
So in some areas, it happens, but is it other areas? Is it
yes, in some areas are they do that, but uh,
most of
the
the
rest
culture?
of the country, we thought that it's a bad action. I mean,
Uh-huh. So it's a cultural taboo. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Eva, how about in Costa Rica? Can you think of a cultural taboo? And
Yes, I think a taboo here in Costa Rica is talk about your sexual life, but if it's in a uh, 50 Shades way.
okay, so basically talking about sex. So
Yeah, but yes, you're talking about sex, but if it's like different with a different style,
oh,
not
okay.
common.
Talking about I don't even want to put that. We'll just say talking about sex. Um, I'll put the word up here real quick. Talking about kinky sex. Um,
Ah,
I can't even write it. Okay, wait. It doesn't. It won't even come on here. Every time I try to write it, it goes away. So kinky sex is what it would be. Okay.
okay.
Um, all right. And Lilia, can you? How about in? Um, I've already asked you. I'm sorry. Lice. How about in Brazil? Can you think of a cultural taboo that it is in Brazil?
Yes, about food, um, sometimes we hear that in some countries they eat dog meat, and
Hmm.
people here in Brazil are terrified by this idea of eating dog
Yeah, eating
dog
dogs or
meat.
cats. Yeah, and China and Korea and I think Indonesia, eating dogs and cats is normal. Yeah, and some people don't eat it, of course. So, yeah. And Diana, how about in Colombia?
Mm, that isn't common in the country, but some cultures, Indian native cultures, have the practices about the sexual parts of the girls. They mutilate that parts of the girl.
Yeah, what is that called? Female mutilation. I think that's what it's called.
Yes, some cultures have the practices.
Yeah. Okay. Some of the tribes do. Okay. All right. Thank you. Alejandro, can you think of a cultural taboo in your country?
Uh, Maybe in some subject uh, you can travel to debate, for example, the abort or alternative lifestyles.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Okay.
mm,
Okay.
or in the last few years, the statistics of the economy are
Uh-huh.
taboo because you never know exactly the statistics.
Okay. So the economic situation actually can
Yes,
be taboo. Oh, wow. Okay.
yes, the government always say all is alright here, but
Mm-hmm.
when you go to the supermarket, the price always rises.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. And Ramon, can you think of a cultural taboo for Brazil?
Yes, I guess most of those you type it there we have here in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Except those dogs that unfortunately economic situation is a taboo at this moment here.
Okay. Right. So it's not okay. You cannot think of something. Okay. Yeah. Because I was thinking, okay, what is not acceptable in the U.S. And it dawned on me something that is very common in Scandinavia, which people outside of Scandinavia, it's a cultural taboo, and that is, and this is putting children outside during winter to take a nap. That is a cultural taboo in my country. If families did that, they would get criticized, or they would call child protective services. Where in Finland and Sweden and Norway and especially those three countries, it's very common. You put the child in all of their clothes, and you bundle them up, and you give them blankets, and you put them outside, on the deck or somewhere right next to your door, and put them in a pram or a baby carriage, and they nap, and the children absolutely love it. But in my country, oh, do they really do that? So, and I'm assuming that in many of your countries that would be very difficult to understand. So,
But why do they do that?
um,
For
they feel
fun?
that the kids are getting a lot of fresh air, and it's good for them. So,
But during the winter?
yeah. Yeah, they won't if it's below -5 degrees Celsius, they probably won't do it. So if it's really cold, they won't do it. But if it's about -5 and above, they will. And the first time I saw a mother do that with their child, I was very, very shocked because she dressed him up in his snowsuit and had layers of clothes, and then put him, and then laid him in the his pram or his baby carriage, and then put him outside. And then she just started continuing on, and it's for their it's not for both naps. It's usually just for the afternoon nap. So, but it's a cultural taboo in my country, definitely. Where in some countries it's just normal, everyday things. And I think a lot of these, also eating dogs and cats is a cultural taboo. All of these pretty much are as well, but this is one that's accepted in parts of the world. So, all right. So let's look at this vocabulary. Let's fill in the spaces with a word or phrase from the exercise up here. So number one, Alejandro, can you do that one?
We should all consume a lot of fruits and vegetables um, as part of your regular diet.
Instead of as part of our regular diet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And all right. Number two, Asma, can you do that one?
In some countries, sticking chopsticks in food is a major can you just show me the first one?
Yeah, well, the answer is right here. It's one of these.
Teacher, I don't know what does mean chopstick.
Okay, let me show you real quick, and that might help you a little bit. One moment. It's basically the utensil that people use to eat in Asian countries. Let me show you real quick. These are chopsticks.
Yeah.
So, but
okay, so a cultural taboo.
Yeah, and that's basically. Let's see if I can find a picture of that. What I was told when I was living in Asia is that if you put chopsticks, it's like basically like this. If you put chopsticks this way, these two things, it's either considered that somebody has died, or it's very bad luck. So you don't ever put chopsticks in that way. This is okay, but not directly in like this. This is considered very bad in Asia, or this this way. Directly in is a very bad thing. So. Some of us over in the West, we can't eat chopsticks without it that way. So, number three, Diane, could you do that one?
Don't was really.
So, number three, can you see it?
Who?
Diana.
Okay. You better back up your data.
And the choice is already there too.
It is only a matter of time before the hard disk dies.
before the hard disk dies. Perfect. Okay, now the other two up here, we have a nutritionist and then we have apprehensive. Um, Eva, can you do number 4?
Yep. Tom was really apprehensive before the exams, but in the end, he was top of his class.
Very good. All right, number 5, the last one, and I've already forgotten the word, a nutritionist. Okay. Lice, could you read that one?
Sure. I never listen to the advice of nutritionists. I think it's okay just to eat anything in moderation.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's do this speaking practice. Okay. Let's talk about which menu choice you would like to try. We have grasshopper kebabs, that's grilled with onion and peppers. We have ant tacos, that's ant larvae with chilies and tomato. We've got deep fried tarantula in a light tempura batter. We've got mealworm spaghetti with a spicy tomato sauce. And then we have chocolate crickets, roasted and covered with chocolate. So, Lilia, what would you have and why?
Um, well, maybe ant tacos.
Ant tacos, okay. And okay. And why did you choose ant tacos?
I think the taste is similar, like the grasshopper,
Okay, so similar
and
to.
have
Okay.
yes, I
All right.
suppose, and have tomato in like a taco.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay. All right. And you like tomatoes and chilies. So, okay.
Yes.
And then Ramon, what would you choose?
Mm, I guess ant tacos as well.
Okay. Why do you choose that?
Because if I compare with others, I guess this one is the less terrible.
the least bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
the least. Yes, that's it.
Okay. Alejandro, how about you? What would you choose?
In my case, I prefer ant tacos too.
You would too? Oh, okay.
Yes,
Alejandro. Why would you choose ant tacos?
because I like the ants. Not for it, but I like that kind of insect.
Uh-huh. Have you eaten it before?
No, never.
Okay. All right. And Asma, what would you choose?
Teacher, I don't like any kind of insects.
Okay,
But
so you
yeah,
wouldn't have any of them.
but maybe Lilia and Raymond and Alejandro recommend to me to try the ant talks.
Okay, so you're gonna try that just because everybody else is choosing that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I've got one that I'm gonna choose, and you guys are gonna love the reason. So, Diana, what would you choose?
I agree with all that is for it seems the less disgusting.
Okay, it seems the least bad one. Okay, Eva, what would you choose?
Well, I was thinking also about ant tacos, but it says that ant larvae, and I don't like how those things look like. It's like
Yeah,
yeah, so I think I will choose chocolate crickets because I like chocolate and it will be like a crunchy chocolate maybe.
yes. Okay, yeah. Okay, and then Lice, what would you choose?
Yeah, I agree with Eva. If it were ant tacos, it's okay, but ant larvae, it's hot. So I prefer chocolate crickets.
Chocolate crickets, okay. And it's funny because Eva and Lice, you were thinking exactly like me. I'm thinking anything will go with chocolate. I can always eat it if it's chocolate. So I can do it, but I don't think I could do it with chilies and tomatoes and deep fried tarantula. No, I don't know. Mealworms, but this I could do because it has chocolate. So it has to have a lot of chocolate too. Um, okay, so do you think there is a cultural taboo in your country towards eating insects? Let's start with Leandro. Alejandro.
Uh, yes, I never heard about eating insect here.
Hmm. Okay, so
I
you've
heard
never heard of
about
it.
chocolate ants, but in Colombia, not here.
Okay, not there. Okay. Okay, thank you. Ozma, have you ever eaten insects? If not, would you try them if offered?
Uh, no, teacher, I have ever,
I have never.
yeah, I have never eaten insects, and I don't like, I wouldn't like to try any kind of them,
Okay,
even
so you would not try it.
even if offered.
Uh-huh. Even if it's offered. Okay. So you would figure out a way not to eat it. So, all right. All right. And hello, Jinyu. Nice to see you again.
Hi, teacher. I'm back.
Yes, you are. Excellent. Well, welcome. However, it's the end of class, so I do want to thank you all for your participation. Jinyu, have you eaten cat or dog, by the way? Since you're from
Uh,
China.
uh, Although I know a lot of people like dogs, I have eaten so much dog meat. I'm so sorry for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Um, all right. Well, everyone, thank you very much. I hope you learned some words and phrases, and thank you, Jinyu, for dropping in. And we'll see you all in another class. And have a great evening, everyone. And Ozma, have a wonderful day. And Jinyu, have a great afternoon and evening. So thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bless you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Thank you, Holly. Bye bye.
Bye.